Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you my design team projects for Shabbylishious on Zibbit. I will have the link to the Shabbylishious online shop in the description box below, as well as to Lily's YouTube channel. I will also put the link to the other design team members' YouTube channel in the description box below. Susie and Tammy are amazing crafters. I'm sure most of you already know them, but I will put the link to their channels in the description box below as well. And I also have a coupon code for you. If you use the code Leonie, you will get 10% off on orders over $15. And I will have it in the screen as well as in the description box below. So I hope you will take advantage of the discount code. I'm going to show you the items that I used on my design team project. And I really had a lot of fun creating after the summer break. So the first thing that I used is this beautiful eyelet lace or trim. It's in an ivory color. And I also used this beautiful dainty lace right here. And this comes in an off-white color. And I also used a few pieces of this beautiful lace right here. I cut it apart and I used it as leaves behind my flower. So I used a few pieces. I used a small piece and a larger piece as well. And I also used one of these beautiful big chiffon flowers with the rhinestone center. And you can already see it right here. I also used this beautiful lace right here. It's a really good quality. It's thick, but it's also soft and it has a sheen on it. So I absolutely love this gorgeous lace as well. And I also used this dainty lace right here. I absolutely love the smaller laces as well. I also used, a few of these. I cut these apart and I used them as appliques. And this is a beautiful design as well. And I also used, I'm sorry, got tangled up a little bit. I also used this beautiful spray right here on my project. And I also used one of these beautiful fabric flowers. And let me see. I used one of these dimensional leaves. And I also used the DIY doodad flowers. I used one of these. And I also used one of the smaller sizes. And let me see. I also used this smaller doodad flower, and I used the bigger one as well. I used two of them, but I will show it to you on my project. So I created a few smaller projects and they fit together really nicely. Let me see if I can get it in frame without making you dizzy. So the first thing that I created is this one right here. And this is an altered envelope. I will put this one aside for the moment. And it's a craft colored envelope and I altered it. And I used a few more items from Lily's shop. I also used the Norwegian book paper. I took a piece of cardstock and I ripped all kind of small pieces and adhered it to the cardstock with Mod Podge. And I hand stitched the edges along the card as well. Most of it got covered up, but you can still see it in some places. And along the top I have the beautiful dainty lace from Lily's shop that I showed you. And I have some bling from my stash. And I adhered a paper doily in the background. And here's one of the beautiful flowers that I used as an applique. And I adhered a bling piece from my stash in the center. And here's the beautiful big chiffon flower with the rhinestone center. And this is one of Lily's napkins, and I adhered it to a piece of cardstock as well with some Mod Podge. And I hand stitched along the edges. And I used a small dainty lace to frame the beautiful image. I absolutely love these napkins. And this is also from Lily's shop. It's one of the doodad bows. And I thought it would be nice to have it in her hair. And this is a flower from my stash, and this one as well. And here I used the dimensional leaf from Lily's shop. And I have some stickles in the center. It's quite bright, I'm sorry. I hope it shows. This is from my stash. And this beautiful filigree butterfly is also from Lily's shop. And here's the spray that I showed you, and I stickled along the edge as well. I hope it shows. It's quite hard to pick up the detail. And here I have a small key from my stash. And this is one of the small doodad flowers from Lily's shop. And this is a flower from my stash. This is the fabric flower from Lily's shop, and I adhered a button in the center. And this one is also from Lily's shop. I absolutely love these buttons. I cut off the shank and then I adhered it in the center of this beautiful fabric flower. Underneath I have a rosette from my stash. And here's another paper flower with some stickles from my stash. And this is one of the bigger doodad flowers from Lily's shop. So I used one here and I used another one on the next project. So this is the altered envelope. I think I covered it. And on the inside I just have the card. And it's quite simple. It's to write my note. And here's another filigree butterfly from Lily's shop. I have some music paper from my stash and a die cut piece, and I can write my personal message right here. I used another one of the appliques from Lily's shop as well as the button, and I went along the edges with some stickles as well. I tried to do it very subtle. So this is my altered envelope with the card. And I also altered a small tin. I had these in my stash for quite a while. I picked it up at a local store and it was about $1 or €1 I should say. Let me move these aside for the moment, so hopefully my camera will focus. So this is a small tin, and I adhered the Norwegian book paper from Lily's shop to the bottom as well as to the top, and it was really nice because it has a raised edge, and I was able to, with my nail, to give the raised edge some dimension as well. And here I used the beautiful eyelet lace from Lily's shop and some bling from my stash. And this is some small trim that I had in my stash. And this is the top of the small altered tin. And this is one of the DIY doodad flowers from Lily's shop. The bigger one and the smaller one with the 3 petals. And in the middle I used one of the smaller doodad roses. It's not this size, it's one size bigger. So I really love to build these flowers. And underneath I have the lace that I showed you, the floral lace, this one right here. And I have it across like this. And here is a bling piece from my stash. I used another one of Lily's napkins, and I adhered this cute little girl to some cardstock with some Mod Podge, and then I lined the image again with the dainty lace from Lily's shop. And here's another bling piece from my stash, and here you can see I used 2 pieces of the beautiful lace that I showed you. Let me grab it again. I used 2 pieces of this beautiful lace and I kind of used them as leaves, and I have a smaller piece here and a larger piece on top. And I used some paper leaves from my stash. So I really had a lot of fun altering this tin. And inside the tin I have a small mini album, and it's, let me see, it's an accordion mini album, and it's really small. It measures 3.5 by 2.5 inches, And for this one I was inspired by Cynthia, and she's the Scrappy Bookworm 1 here on YouTube. She made a bigger size, a 4x6, but I adjusted it to 3.5 by 2.5 inches because of course I wanted to fit the album inside this cute little box. So here's the front, and I used some flowers from my stash and some wood veneer pieces from my stash. This beautiful lock was gifted to me by my sweet friend Karen. We did a swap a few years ago, and she sent me wonderful metal pieces as well. So this is one of them. I have some flat back pearl trim from my stash. And here's the next page. I kept it quite simple, just some trims and laces. And this is some lace from my stash. And this is some lace from Lily's shop as well. It was in a previous design team package. I have a wood veneer piece from my stash, and this beautiful bling heart was gifted to me by my sweet friend Natasha. Thank you so much, Natasha. We did a swap a while ago and she included some beautiful pieces of bling and many other wonderful gifts. So I just have a tag from the paper collection. I used the Prima Delight paper collection, and I colored all the edges with my Frayed Burlap Distress ink. And here's the next page with some more lace from my stash, and I absolutely love the images, so I didn't want to cover them up. I made a pocket right here, and this is a wood veneer piece from my stash and a small tag from the paper collection. Oops, and this is the back side, or the next page I should say. I just created some fishtail banner. Fishtail banners, I'm sorry. I was distracted a little bit. The neighbor is outside, he's making some noise. So here's the next page with some more paper from the collection and some more trim from my stash. And I made another pocket, and here's a wood veneer piece from my stash with another beautiful bling piece that was gifted to me by Natasha. Thank you so much, Natasha. And here's a tag from the paper collection. And the next page with the beautiful papers from the collection and another wood veneer piece from my stash. I absolutely love this sentiment, delight in the little things. And here's another side pocket with some trim from my stash. And inside there's a little tag from the paper collection. And this is the front side again. So I really had a lot of fun creating these design team projects, and I thought it would be nice to create some smaller projects this time. So I really enjoyed creating with all the beautiful goodies from my design team package. I hope you like my projects, and I hope you will check out the links below, Lily's shop, and use my coupon code. And please check out Susie's channel and Tammy's channel as well. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I will have some pictures at the end of this video, and I hope you are all having a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!